All right, peace out, family. Like, share, subscribe. I just wanted to pop in. Just heard some breaking news about legendary and, I mean, iconic music producer. You can't even restrict him to just hip hop. I mean, this Dr. Dre, okay, from NWA fame, Snoop Dogg fame, and DOC and Ice Cube and Eminem, just goes down the line. But the legendary Dr. Dre, when I first heard this, I thought it was another Dr. Dre, which is Dr. Dre from Your MTV Raps, who's also sick, who had diabetes, and I think his foot has fallen off. So I thought it was him that was sick, but no, this is Dr. Dre, the DRE, who's in the ICU right now with a brain aneurysm. And that, as you know, is no joke. I mean, some people that come to mind has had it in our community. Two other icons, Johnny Cochran, as well as Khalid Muhammad. And it's unfortunately those two didn't beat it. Hopefully, Dr. Dre pulls through it. Godspeed to him. Obviously, you don't have to, we'd be here all night if we went through the list of all the things that the albums that he's done, the music that he's influenced. He basically started a genuine rap, for good or for bad. He's one of the pioneers of gangster rap. But he's also produced he's produced R&B as well. He actually, he's different in that this man sings. Okay, a lot of those cuts that you hear singing in the background, that's him. And he plays instruments. Okay, so he's extremely all around talented, this man. And yeah, he's going through a rough time right now. And on top of this, obviously he's going through a divorce, an ugly one. And if you have a brain aneurysm and you have a lot of stress, it doesn't help that either. So listen, all you can do is again, Godspeed. You hope for the best. But this was just when you're in ICU and you're fighting something like this, you just got to keep your fingers crossed. But what annoys me whenever something like this happens in every community, but in the black community as well, because we've been so conditioned to listen to fantastical stuff, and you can thank the church for that, but already you're kind of hearing whispers of the bullshit, like, oh, this sounds suspicious, and maybe his wife might have put together some tonic so that he can this can go to his brain and catch an aneurysm, and you're gonna hear the stories. I mean, again, he's still above ground, obviously. Hopefully that he gets through this, but you're gonna just, heaven forbid that he meets his demise. You're gonna hear everything from he tried to buy Beats and he was about to purchase his whole catalog or some sort of Illuminati bullshit, which is why I have this picture in the image. Some years ago, Dre, I forget the award show, but he had a song with Eminem called I Need a Doctor, and it was at an award show. And dude came up on stage and he looked like a freaking Adonis. Now, Dr. Dre, he was always a pretty big guy. He was what, like 6'2", 6'3", had a little weight on him, but he was kind of chubby. He was never, he was big, he was never fat, but he was chubby. And then he went from this chubby looking dude to this Adonis. Cut up, I mean, his abs can probably slice through diamonds and shit. And it's obvious that this dude, I don't have proof, but it's obvious that he probably taken some steroids and shit. All right? And you've seen him in workout videos. I know he worked out with C.T. Fletcher, who he himself admitted to taking steroids. And if you look at his condition now, I mean, dude is CT Fletcher is just, pretty much fighting to do one or two push-ups. But yeah, man, I just want you to think logically before you come to these conclusions that some Illuminati's trying to kill him. And no disrespect to Dr. Dre, all right? Don't want to disrespect dude while he's going through this trying time. But why in the world would they want to take out Dr. Dre? All right, Dr. Dre, let's face it, he, like all these celebrities, as they get bigger, they move further and further away from, any type of black consciousness. I mean, obviously they're still gonna do the music and everything, and they almost become culture vultures of their own culture, in that they're so removed from what's going on in the real world that it's almost like they're just taking from the culture while living a world that is so far removed from any type of black life. I mean, he had a white wife. His kids were mixed. His kids look Arab. I mean, just look at his kids. You just go to his Instagram, and all his black kids, when you look at reports, and his own daughter came out saying, listen, I haven't seen my father in how many years? In what? Since 2000? She has a bunch of kids. She's basically trying to get a job at FedEx, and his son, when he became a billionaire, his son was like, yeah, my father never gave me any money. So on top of that, I mean, donating what, 40 million to USC, I believe, as opposed to some black college. He was not in our world like that. In fact, he was more and more trying to be in the world of white people. So why in the world would they try to take this guy out? For what reason? All right, so, yeah, but you're starting to hear the bullshit already. But I just wanted to show this picture that, possibly from taking all those roids, that might have contributed to him having an aneurysm. We've seen this so many times with guys who take, muscle enhancement products. We've just seen this too many times. Okay, it's clear that he did some excess, and when you contrast the two pictures of him looking like the Incredible Hulk to him looking gaunt as hell, more gaunt than Peter Parker himself, you just got to stop listening, stop believing these fantastical, well, it seems suspicious. Hold on, why would they kill him? It really hurts his legacy, all right? Maybe he's just going through a health problem from some things that he did in the past. So again, obviously you don't have to, pontificate on this dude's legend. I mean, we all know what it is. Godspeed to him. I hope he pulls through. Listen, maybe as ugly as this divorce is, perhaps he'll just tell his wife, listen, this is too stressful. Let's just take that for my shit and just let me just go on in peace. Because Dre seems like a guy, he seems like all he wants is peace. Like when he left Death Row, he just was like, listen, you can have my shit, you can have all the royalties and stuff. I just want peace. I think the man just want peace of mind at the end of the day. So, look, Godspeed to him. I hope he pulls through. Peace out, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App. And big up on yourself. Later.